Well, number one, the reason why I'm wearing a suit, because since the lockdown, I never got a chance to wear a suit, never got a chance to dress up, so I decided to dress up for you today. Okay? Now, there's one thing I really miss though, the sound of something. And some of you will recognize this sound, like VP Dev Wadhwani, Japa, Chief, Adli, Sachin, and many other leaders around the world will recognize this sound that I really miss. And if you don't recognize this sound, that means your network is not big enough. Can we listen to the sound? Is it coming? No? Okay. Technical issues again. So, wait. You can't play the sound? Because everyone is waiting what the sound is. Dev Wadhwani is waiting, Japa is waiting, Adli is waiting. Okay, now the sound is coming.
ستستمتع خلال رحلتك مع طيران الإمارات بنظام المعلومات والاتصال والترفيه آيس. اختر ما يحلو لك من بين مئات الأفلام السينمائية من هوليوود وبوليوود والمزيد، بالإضافة إلى أفضل العروض التلفزيونية ومجموعات بوكس. وهناك أيضا بث حي للبرامج التلفزيونية على معظم الرحلات. استمتع بالمجموعة الواسعة لموسيقى آيس مع الرقص والفقرات الترفيهية العربية.
Chief, you recognize the sound? Yes, Adli, Dave, I'm sure you recognize. Okay, I can't wait to get on a flight to come and see you again, listening to this sound. Anyway, my name is Sathi Senathi Rajah, as you all know. And let me share a story with you. I had a very difficult childhood. Okay? Not because of my father passing away when I was very young, not because we were not rich. My mom gave us everything and gave us a lot of love. I had a very difficult childhood because I had two brothers. And most of you know them. My elder brother is V partner Kuna, and younger brother is V partner Chief or Patman. So I had to grow up with both of them, which was extremely difficult. Okay? Number one, they were both superstars. For example, in school, VP Kuna always got number one, number two. Chief, number 5, number 6. But somehow he managed to talk to my mother and convince her that 5 and 6 is better than 1 and 2. That's what he does. Okay? I 1 to 3 from the bottom. Okay? Now kids, if you're watching, don't be like Uncle Sathi, be like Uncle Kuna. Okay? Make sure you always become 1, 2, 3. So I got very frustrated. Two superstars, brothers, and the teachers will always tell my mother, my mother will always ask the teachers, how's Kuna? Kuna, very good. How's Patman? Very good. How's Sathi? Don't ask about him. Okay? So that, and then Kuna will get a new shirt. After he used the shirt for some time, he would pass it to me. After I use it, it'll be too old to pass to Chief. So Kuna gets a new shirt, Chief gets a new shirt, I get an old shirt. So frustration was growing bigger and bigger. So I decided to rebel. Okay? I decided to not study, skip school, learn how to play snooker. I basically became the black sheep of the family. Okay? Some of you can relate to what I'm saying, correct? If you can, raise your hands. Okay, I can see many people from India raising your hands. Okay, and Africa also. Oh, Yasser is raising his hand. So I became a black sheep, and then I never really bothered to study. And then A-levels. When you're 17 years old, you do an exam, big exam in Malaysia. It's called A-levels or O-levels, I don't know. First time I did it, I failed. So I thought my life was over. You know? Then everybody said, just do it again, no big deal. It's just an exam. So I did it again. I failed again. So now what to do? Do it again. So I did A levels 3 times. Kuna and Chief only did once. So I'm smarter than both of them, technically, because I studied 3 times. True? Then I decided to go to a local college, private college, study, and somehow or another I became an engineer, got a job in Motorola, and I thought my life was set. Okay? I was earning about $500 a month, every weekend party. So that was my goal. Work for 5 days, party for 2 days, work for 5 days, party for 2 days. And I thought that was what life was about. So every day I used to go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. Then one day Chief came home and he said, I found the answer. We are going to be rich. So I said, how? So he took out a piece of paper and he drew a circle and he said, this is you. One on the left, one on the right. That's all. I said, this is not a business. How can a business be like this? He said, this is what it is. We are going to be rich. So I said, no, I'm an engineer in Motorola. I cannot draw circles. So I didn't join. So he said, okay. So every morning I get up, I go to work, I come back. He gets up at 12 in the afternoon, meets his friend in a coffee shop, draws a circle, and comes back home. After about 6 months, I was still going to work, coming back home. And he was still drinking coffee and drawing circles. And I made $500 a month. And he was making 4,000 US dollars a week. So I thought something is wrong. How can I go to work 8 to 12 hours a day and make $500 a month? And he draws circles and makes 4,000 a week. So I decided to join him. I said, okay, tell me what to do. He said, this is you, one on the left, one on the right, duplicate, that's all. So I went out and started building the business. Now, one thing he forgot to tell me, that along with that circle comes a lot of problems. He didn't tell me the problems part. Okay? He conveniently left it out. He only said, this is you, one on the left, one on the right, duplicate, and you make a lot of money. So what are the problems that came with drawing circles? If you have the same problem, raise your hands. Okay? Number 1, rejections. Number 2, people laughing at you. Number 3, your family gets upset with you for drawing circles. Number 4, bad publicity in social media and newspapers that makes it more difficult to draw circles. Number 5, this circle drawing is a scam. Everybody says that. So all these problems came with that. Okay? But somehow, and then one more thing, you have to attend trainings. You will attend trainings, your business will grow. But one thing he didn't tell me, you have to pay for the trainings. I said, I have not made money yet and I still have to pay to attend trainings? Man, this is too much. So, but somehow that's the system. So I paid, I joined and everything. Okay? So did you all raise your hands for all these problems? And many more, right? So I started doing everything, building, and the business started growing. And growing and growing. Then, in the year 2000, something major happened. In the headlines of the newspaper, called our company a scam. Okay? So now this was a very big challenge. True? It was a very big challenge for me because my entire network wanted to kill me. They said, you cheated us, you brought us into a scam, we want our money back. So I didn't know what to do. So I went to Chief. I said, Chief, now what to do? He said, I don't know. He also didn't know. So what I went to Dato Sri, our grand upline. And I said, Dato Sri, there's a major challenge that has disrupted my business. What do I do now? He said, quit. I said, huh? He said, yeah, since the challenge is so big, quit. Then I said, no, Dato, I don't want to quit. I want to build the business. Then build. But how to build with the challenge? Then quit. I don't want to quit, I want to build. Then build. But teach me how to handle the challenge. Quit if you can't handle the challenge. So I was very confused. I really didn't know what to do. I said, Dato, please help me. I'm seeking as a downline. He said, okay, sit down. He said, sit down. Let me tell you something. He said, who is the one person you respected all your life? I said, my mother. Okay? Now, did she have a challenge? I said, yes. What was the biggest challenge? I said, her husband passing away at a very young age. He said, okay. Now, did she quit? I said, no. Why? Because she had to take care of me, Kuna and Patman. She said, Dato said, because she had a reason. And her reason was bigger than the challenge. You understand? That's why she did not quit. Then he said, Sathi, do you have a reason? I said, yes, Dato, I have reason, I have a dream. But obviously, your reason is not big enough. That's why this challenge is affecting you so much. If your reason is bigger than the challenge will disappear, it won't matter anymore. But since you're so focused on the challenge, and the challenge has stopped everything, your life is put on hold because of the challenge, that means the challenge is bigger than the reason. Sathi, why don't you go home and come back and talk to me when you find a reason bigger than the challenge? I said, no, Dato, my reason is very big. I want to achieve. I've been a failure all my life. I want to prove people wrong. Then go out and prove it. But this newspaper, see again, you're talking about the challenge. That means the challenge is bigger than your reason, Sathi. That's the problem, idiot. Find your reason which is bigger than your challenge. Your mother never gave up because her reason was much bigger than the challenge. So go back home and come back to me when you find your reason. So I went back, okay, Dato, I'll go. So I went back and I forgot about the reason. I forgot about the challenge, sorry. Forgot about the challenge, I focused on my reason, found a big reason, and the challenge disappeared. And I started rebuilding again. After 1 or 2 years, another challenge came, which was bigger than the first challenge. Okay, this is huge. So I went to Dato again. Dato, I have a big reason. But this challenge is huge, Dato. Help me. He said, Sathi, if you're coming back to me and talking about the challenge, what does it say? I said, because my reason isn't bigger than the challenge. You're getting smarter, I see. Okay? Now, he said, Sathi, you must remember one thing. Every challenge will eventually go away and be replaced with another challenge. You understand? Did your mother have another challenge after your father passed away? I said, yes. What was the challenge? Putting us through school. He said, true. So, your father passing away was a major challenge. Then, another challenge came, which she had to earn enough money to put 3 boys through school. And that was another reason. And then came another challenge. What's her biggest challenge after that, Sathi? I said, I don't know. You, idiot. You were her biggest challenge. You were the black sheep of the family. You caused so much of problems for her. She used to cry because of you. But did she give up on you? No. Why? Because you were her reason, which was bigger than the challenge. So then I realized that every challenge that I go through and every challenge that I face difficulty with is because my reason was not strong enough. So India, Kazakhstan, Africa, Middle East, Russia, you have challenges. True? No, you don't have challenges. The only reason you have challenges is because your reasons are not bigger than your challenges. So I'm telling you what I learned in my journey. If you find a reason bigger than the challenge, all your challenges will disappear. Okay? And then Dato asked me one thing. Did your mother quit? No, she did not. Then why are you not learning from her? Are you a quitter, Sathi? No. Is your mother a quitter? No. Then why can you be like her? Why are you being a quitter? You want to quit? Quit. Otherwise, find a reason and make the challenges disappear. And that's what I learned. So I want you to look at the person next to you, sitting on the left and right, and ask them, are you a quitter? Do it now. Do it now. Are you a quitter? Are you a quitter? Are you a quitter? If the answer is I don't know, ask them to quit. The answer should be no, I am not a quitter. Do you understand? So there are no challenges. There is no such thing as challenges. There is only reasons which are smaller than the challenges. So if you find a reason big enough, all your challenges will disappear. I promise you that. I learned this many years ago, and until today, whenever I face a challenge in anything, I find a reason bigger than the challenge. And the challenge disappears. It's amazing how this works. It's like magic. I'm surprised you don't know this. Ask anyone. Okay? And until today, I thank Dato Sri for teaching me that lesson 20 years ago. Because I have no challenges in life until today. Whatever challenges I face, I go back and I find a reason and destroy the challenge. It's as simple as that. Okay? It is as simple as that. It sounds crazy, but it is as simple as that. Now, once you find a reason big enough, will your challenges go away? No. It becomes bigger. Okay? Dato Sri has major challenges. One of his biggest challenges that he told me once, he said, Sathi, I have big challenges. I have major challenges in my life. And I said, what is it, Dato? He said, Sathi, I have a house in London. I have a house in Malaysia. I have a house in Singapore, in Thailand, in Hong Kong, Australia, and New Zealand. One day, while I was in Malaysia, I was looking for my favorite brown shoes. And I forgot in which house I left my shoes. Do you want that challenge? Do you want that kind of challenges? So you need to upgrade your challenges. Have challenges like that. You know, forget where you left your shoe, in which country, in which house, in which home. Don't worry about a small article. If a small article can shake you, then quit the business today. Don't waste your time. Go back and get back to your job. There's no challenges there. Every morning wake up, go to work, come back, go to work, come back, go to work. And on the month they pay you salary. No challenges. But if you want to drive a Ferrari, if you want to fly first class, if you want to live in a mansion, then take the challenges head on. Come on, challenge. Come on, challenges, come to me. Come and meet my reason. It's bigger than you. It will smash you. That's what you need to say to all the challenges that you face in any country. Okay? Now, imagine this. Imagine this. There's $100 million on top of a mountain. And to get the $1 million, you need to climb the mountain. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. Okay? Until today, there's only about 5,000 people have reached the top of Mount Everest. The rest have quit because it was too difficult. Thousands of people have tried, but they give up halfway. They gave up halfway because it was too difficult. Now you are starting the climb. Mount Qnet. And the top, at the peak, is where you reach financial freedom. So while climbing the mountain, you're going to face a lot of challenges. But your reason to reach the top must be bigger than the challenges. Okay? And I'm serious. Sometimes while climbing, you will have doubts. Can I make it? Is it worth it? You know, what if I fail? What if I let my people down? All these fears, all these doubts will come into your mind. Because I think back, and I'm sure my mother had all these doubts and fears. Will I be able to be a good mother for my 3 sons? Will I be able to raise them as good boys? All these doubts came into her mind. But she said, no. I know what I want. My reason is big enough and strong enough. I'm going to make it happen. And she started climbing that mountain. And through all the challenges, she made it to the top. God bless her soul. And that's what you need to do. You need to climb the mountain of qnet, the mountain of financial freedom. And we will help you. That's why we are doing Weekon. To teach you how to climb the mountain. You know? And don't think you are alone. VP TG, VP Sachin, VP Dave, VP Donna, VP Padma. If you talk to her about her challenges, you will throw your challenges away. She has gone through so much, but her reason was bigger than any challenge can put in front of her. So the V is here to help you climb the mountain. We have reached the top. And don't worry, every time you face difficulty, we will come down and pull you up. That's what we do. That's what Chief does. Why you think he does his Wednesday message? Because Wednesdays is the middle of the week. That's when the challenge comes and talks to you the loudest. And that's where he comes. Find your reason. Find your dream. And the challenges disappear. So the reason will always be there, but sometimes it gets overshadowed by the challenge. And that's where you need to make your reason stronger. Okay? So the V partners, Dato Sri and Japa, are on top of the mountain, reaching down to you. As long as you are strong enough to climb as much as you can, and when you want to give up, just put your hand up and we will pull you up a bit. And then you start climbing on your own again. When you cannot, we will pull you up a bit. When you cannot, we will pull you up a bit. That's what this is about. That's what we do. So, guys, remember, the most important lesson, there are no challenges if you find a reason bigger than the challenge. So start climbing, and we will see you on the top. I promise you that. So there are no challenges in the world. Just remember that. If you face a challenge, find a reason bigger than the challenge. And I'll tell you one more secret. If you don't face these challenges and get past it, what are you going to share in 20 years' time when you come on stage for Week On? What are you going to say? I joined QNet, I made it to financial freedom. No, you got to share your story so people can understand and connect and feel what you went through, and that what they are going through is normal. So remember, my message to you guys in Week On 2020, find a reason bigger than any challenge that comes to you. I love you guys. See you.